Thinking about buying a franchise? Don't go it alone. Just like a buyer's agent in real estate, you deserve someone who's on your side every step of the way. That's where Todd Abraham, the franchise guy, comes in. Todd's consulting services are completely free to anyone looking to buy a franchise. He'll represent your interest, make sure all your questions are answered, and walk you through the entire buying process. With Todd in your corner, you'll have the best chance for success from your first call to the day you hold the keys to your new business. So before you buy a franchise, talk to someone who knows the industry inside and out and works for you. Call Todd Abraham, the franchise guy, today at 423-381-0925 for a free, no-pressure consultation. That's 423-381-0925. Your future in franchising starts here. Everyone, my name is Todd Abraham, and we are back again with the Franchise Marketing Systems Client Spotlight. And today is our first interview with a franchisor who is located outside of the United States of America. So I'm very excited about that. And we're talking today with Mr. Ryan Taylor, who is in South Africa, and they are in their wintertime right now, and we're in the dead of summer here. It's as we say in the South, it's hotter than Hades here, but Ryan's got a coat on and a scarf, and he tells me that there's a cold front that's come through, and I tend to believe him. Ryan, welcome to the show, and just introduce yourself and tell us about, a little bit about yourself, your background, and what it is that you're offering with your great franchise.
Hey, hello Todd, and thank you for having us on your show. And yes, indeed, it is a freezing cold South Africa, which is a very rarity in this country. But when we do get a winter, it's short but very sweet. And we are not used to winter here, so everyone complains and everyone has a rough time just for a month or two of the year. But yes, I'm in cold South Africa at the moment and trying to get my little franchise going. I'm in the men's accessories game, men's jewelry. Been doing it for a number of years. Built up quite a network over here, and we have a good brand establishment here in South Africa. I'm trying to get my brand overseas. South Africa the market is not big enough for what I envision, and we're using our FMS to get us out and about and into the States, and hopefully having something up and going by the end of this year. But the background is all men's jewelry, and that's all our specialty is. It's just for men, and men only. Rings, necklaces, all accessories you can think of, but our main focus is bracelets and rings and necklaces. It's a fantastic concept. So the stores are incredible to come through to, and we just want to kick the start with a big bang in the States coming up soon.
That's great. So how long has your company been in business in South Africa?
We've had two businesses. We've been in business for the last 14 years, but now we specialize into this new brand of Armo accessories, and we established it in 2019. And we've got 4 outlets here in South Africa in very, very great locations. Our shops are small and petite, and just enough to show you what's needed and people to come try and feel. But yeah, we've been in the game for about 6 years now with this brand.
That's great. So now we were talking right before we went live here, and you said that you had contacted several companies in the U.S. about creating a franchise for you here, and the reason that you went with Franchise Marketing Systems is because Chris was the most responsive and the most engaging. So how has your experience been so far with Franchise Marketing Systems, and what would you tell other business owners like yourself who are outside of the U.S. why they should go with FMS?
Well, it's a hard game when you're looking at the Google, and all you've got to go is by Google numbers, and you don't know the first thing about franchising, especially in another state or another country. And I did bomb out to 3 or 4 people. Some were negative, some had their problems with international franchising, etc., etc. Chris was just straight off the bat the most engaging, the most positive, the most optimistic guy I'd known, even in any sort of business. And he made everything simple, and there was no strings attached. It's clear, it's straightforward, and very positive about the outcome. Fantastic engagement. The system that they've got is very simple to follow from one process to another. They've got everyone specializing in every department. and just very, very engaging, very, very simple to deal with, and very, very effective. Always on cue, a phone call away. To me, brilliant. I mean, brilliant in any company, never mind being here in South Africa and marketing in the States. So credence to both of them.
That's great. So tell us about the jewelry. It looks like, and I could be wrong, but that's why I want to clarify, is some of the jewelry like magnetic, where it works with people that have arthritis, or am I just...
I hear where you're going. We don't do that. We don't do. It's not so much a health benefit. It's more of a fashion accessory. So we have different brands in it. We get steel ranges, leather ranges, stone ranges, rope ranges. Um, so it's more of the fashion style of wearing a whole combination of jewelry together. It's a big thing in the Europe. It's a bigger thing in the States. Um, we're just trying to put it out into outlets itself. Online sales and men's accessories is a big industry worldwide, but there's very few people that are actually doing it as a standalone physical brick and mortar store. And our aim of the game is to just bring these stores, which are very small, all over the state, so people can come and touch and feel. I'm still old school. I like to go into a shop and buy something, and I need to feel it, touch it, see how it feels on me, smell it. I can't do that online. I'm still that old school style. And I do believe there's still a market for brick and mortar. And I want to bring the game to the States. The guys can come in, and women can come and buy for their guys and partners too. So it's a case to feel and see how these things feel on you, and then make your decision from there.
Right. So now you have 3 locations in South Africa, is that correct?
We've got 4 locations in South Africa, correct? Yeah.
And are all those
All in,
locations,
yeah.
all those locations are actual stores?
We've got two of them are main stores in one of the two of the best locations I can get in South Africa. We've got one as a kiosk in one of the greatest malls in South Africa, and we've got another small shop in the coast of South Africa. They're very different concepts, all 4 of them, but all in very good locations. We managed to get in just after COVID when things were slow, and trying to find the right location in the most expensive place is very hard to find. But post-COVID, everything was quiet, and that was an opportunity I took to grab some very, very great locations. And since then, they've been doing absolutely phenomenal in South Africa, yes.
So now, someone that buys a franchise in the U.S. with you, what sort of investment are they looking at, and what kind of returns are we talking about?
Well, these are returns, Todd. I mean, I don't know how we're going to edit that all through. We're still going through the final details with Chris as we speak on your returns and the investment numbers. We've got that down. I don't know how we're going to have to go through that process again in a cast to see what the returns are. I mean, initial fees, you're looking at 30,000 to get just your basic franchise loyalty fee set up. But in terms of margins and what we got to get out, we're still in discussions with Chris as we speak. By the end of this week, we'll have the numbers for you.
Right. So now the jewelry that they buy through your brands, will that be manufactured in South Africa and shipped here, or will you have someone manufacture it here?
We manufacture for about 4 or 5 different countries, including ourselves all over the world. We will have a satellite office and a satellite warehouse in the States to begin with, where everything will be based there. I'll be back and forth between, but we'll have a satellite set up in terms of warehousing and office frontals in the States and operate out from that to make it easier for anyone within the States, within the surrounding areas.
That's great. Well, I'm 55. Well, I say I just had a birthday. I'm 56, and
Happy
I'm not a
birthday.
jewelry person per se. I like watches and stuff, but jewelry is a big business, and this is the first that I've ever heard of, and I've been in business for a long time, of a men's jewelry franchise. So it's definitely a unique opportunity. What gave you the idea about franchising as opposed to just a traditional route, where you hire a marketing company to promote your jewelry, in the U.S.? What made you choose the franchise model?
It's a good question. I mean, I've been into jewelry for many years, and the fact of what I see is that men, it's a new concept for a lot of men. Jewelry is not an everyday thing for every guy to wear. Um, we need to bring it to their faces. We need to put it in front of their faces for a guy to make a decision to see what it's all about. We've got online sales here. Online sales have been going for a number of years all over the world. But as soon as we knocked up our shops and guys walked into a shop that was just purely for men and could see and try and see what the fashion was about, it changed the whole game completely. Guys are also going to look on online shopping and browse and try to find what he's looking for. But walks into a shop and faced with 1,000 choices of beautiful designs. The chance of him buying something and engaging into men's accessories is that going to be much more profound. Um, so the idea is to actually bring the physical concept to guys, put it in their faces, and make them aware that this is a fashion decision, and it looks remarkably good if guys put the right combinations together.
So now, will a franchisee in the States, will they be operating from your main website? Will they get their own version of your website? How will that work?
They'll get their own version of the website, their own stores, locations. Everything will be marketed and channeled towards the customers coming to their particular stores, wherever they're located. The whole idea is to bring customers and make these stores very accessible to guys to walk into the store. They're going to be small stores, but put out in a lot of different places. We're not after like one or two flagship stores. We're after a couple of hundred very strategically placed small stores where it's a convenience store. You can walk past in the mall and guys can engage. The franchisee model is the fastest way to get this out there to the scale that I'm looking at. I'm not looking at one or two stores. I want these tiny stores scattered all over the States. And it makes the huge difference of guys walking in. I mean, half our clients are international guys coming from Europe and from America. And today they still assume that this is an American brand or this is a European brand. They've never seen anything like it before, and they're gobsmacked when they walk into the store. And the stores are not big. It's a frontal to show guys what they can wear, and having great salespeople and staff to show them what can be done and how good it can look. And that's the idea, is actually just to bring this into the face of the men population. And even their partners, for girls to come in there and buy something for their guys. It's something new to buy for them. It's a different story when you see something firsthand, Todd, as opposed to online, as you know. And the concept, as simple as it is, has been working truly effective here in South Africa.
That's great. So, but for jewelry stores, I mean, even here in the U.S., I mean, traditionally, we have some bigger stores, but you don't actually need a huge space in order to market jewelry. So I think it's great. Obviously with the economy the way that it is, smaller store space is going to be more affordable. So what sort of training and marketing can a franchisee expect from your company whenever they sign on with you?
Well, we're going to do a lot of that through the FMS. So we're trying to get it's a little bit tricky coming from South Africa, getting our first one in the States. We're trying to push to just get that first concept going, the first one that can look into the idea and see its potential. That seems to be the hardest game right now, is to make someone believe, and being from abroad, it's a slightly more of a challenge. But once the board, Todd, the handling, the presentations, the training is all going to be done in-house. We'll be traveling to them. They'll be coming to us. Wherever's convenient for them. It'll be an A to Z, top-notch training in every caliber you can imagine. The setup is easy. It's very straightforward. It's so easy that we're trying to get guys not to open up one, but multiple franchisees under his name. So the stores are small. I'm making them very, very simple to run, meaning that you could be sitting in your hammock in the Bahamas and you could be running 10 stores at a push of a button. It's all done very remotely, and that's the beauty of this franchise, is that you don't have to actually be in the store. You've got your salesman. You could run 5, 10 of these stores at your office within a couple of hours a day. It's such a simple process. We streamlined everything to be as much as automated as it can be, and it's really a turn the key and start the business rolling. A simple process.
That's great. Well, you're definitely a visionary, because, like I said, I don't know that I've heard of any sort of a jewelry franchise in men or women's jewelry. So, where do you see your company at as a franchise in, say, 5 years from now? How many stores would you like to have? How many countries would you like to be in?
Yes, I always like those type of stocks. I do like talking about what's to come up ahead, as to what's happened in the past. My initial vision it always has been, the initial goal was 400 stores. That was the starting point, and then from there, carry on to the next plan B. But it was first to get as many as we can in the States, and then the branch from there would be Australia and New Zealand. But America, you've got such a fantastic um, marketplace for this to happen. And 400 stores, the size of these stores is very, very doable. One guy managing 10 stores is very easy to do. I manage four here, and it's a very simple process to run. So 400 stores is not a challenging market or challenging target for me. I think it's highly doable in the next 10 years at least, or next 8 years is the target.
That's great. Well, Mr. Ryan Taylor, we're talking to, and his website is, like we're telling, he sells men's jewelry, primarily focused on bracelets and necklaces, correct?
Correct, Todd. What we got on our site, we've got about 35% of what we're offering right now. We do bracelets, rings, we do watches. It represents about a third of the stuff we're still planning to do. We've got a range of stuff that expands the men's accessories range to another whole idea. So what you see on our website and what we've got in our stores is about 30% of the potential of what we still got to offer. So there's another 2/3 of new product ranges still to come. Exciting stuff and very varied, but it's purely going to be a men's store, one-up shop that you walk in and you will find something that will fit your need.
That's great. So the website is Armo, ARMO, accessories.co.za. And it's got some beautiful products here. I was looking through here earlier. Unique, very stylish, something I would probably wear myself for sure. And again, that's Armo, ARMO, accessories.co.za. And we're talking with Ryan Taylor. He has got a unique franchise opportunity in men's jewelry and looking to expand to the U.S. and chose Franchise Marketing Systems because of Chris Connor, the president CEO of the company, as we were talking about earlier, just being very communicative. That's a tough word. And that's been my experience as a franchisor with Franchise Marketing Systems is how well they communicate, not just Chris, but the whole team as you go to the process of becoming a franchise. So Ryan, tell us anything. I guess, it's always a challenge for me as a podcast host to think of all the questions about, because I've talked to so many different franchisors in this wonderful process with Franchise Radio. Tell us more about your company, like as far as what you're passionate about, as far as helping your franchisees to be successful once they come on board with you.
Yeah, I mean, you can't bomb every question in the short time, Todd. Our two main things is what we strive on here is our customer relations, and which is a huge, big thing. We've got a great customer return policy. We work with the customers, things don't fit. Our customer policy is the number one thing. We get 101 comments every day about how our service is good and 100% genuine. So the two main aims that will make the company good is to looking after our customers, that's number one, and to looking after our franchisees, to making sure that this is something that they can do to make money on the side, make it in full-time business. If the franchisees are successful, then we're successful. The customers are happy, then we're successful. It's a very simple process. Keep the customers extremely happy and look after the franchisees. It's such a simple process. It's even hard to explain how simple this concept is, Todd. Literally one or two people to run your store. It's done remotely. It's such the easy game to do, and we're ahead of the game in terms of fashion. We bring out new designs, new concepts all the time. It's taken off like a wildfire here in my country. We're probably the biggest brand because we're the only brand, but the competition that we are dealing with is imported brands. And we've had a lot of shift of our wholesalers, which we deal with about 60 wholesalers throughout the country. They've all now shifting from importing goods and starting to use our goods. The concept is easy. The concept is exciting. I'm just trying to get that first store started in the States, just to show people the potential. But not even that, it's a store concept itself. Walk into one of our stores, as small as they are, the concept and design is very unique. We can go into websites and show you images of what our stores look like. They're very effective, they're very accommodating, they're very welcoming, they're very unique, and they're just a simple and easy way to bring a beautiful product to the market. And it's something I've always wanted to do, is just bring men's accessories to the highlight. I mean, it's such a huge industry, and there's just a lack of foresight into getting people to aware and to see firsthand what's available for guys. And I believe by having 101 stores scattered everywhere, this concept will grow tenfold to what it is now.
That's great. Well, Mr. Ryan Taylor, he is in cold South Africa. They are in their winter months right now, and like I was saying earlier, we're in the dead of summer here. It's been up in the uh, about 95-degree range for days, and
Wow.
haven't had much rain. So I could take a little bit of your cold weather right now.
I could take some of that hot weather straight back out, yeah.
Well, since Ryan is in South Africa, what my encouragement would be for anybody interested in buying a franchise with you would be to contact Franchise Marketing Systems if they'd like to speak with you directly, and then they can set up a meeting with you probably through Skype. Is that a good way that they could connect with you?
Yeah, the simplest is through Zoom. The simplest is actually through WhatsApp. I conduct a lot of business internationally on WhatsApp video.
WhatsApp, yes.
It's as fast as phone calls we can make, as simplest. The connections are always good. So I conduct 90% of my business all over the world through WhatsApp. So yeah, that's probably the fastest way to do it, through FMS.
All right, and let's see. Let me give folks your email here. That way, would that be all right if I give them your email in
Yeah,
case they want to?
absolutely, 100%.
Okay, great. So Ryan's email is, I'm just waiting for it to load here. For some reason, my internet decides to go slow, is info at armoaccessories.co.za. Again, that's info at armo, accessories.co.za. And again, we're talking to Ryan Taylor. He is the president and founder of Armo Accessories franchises, I should say. And we really appreciate your time, Ryan. We appreciate you choosing Franchise Marketing Systems as the company that you have chosen to create your franchise here in the U.S. And one thing that's great about FMS is that once they go through the very detailed process of creating your franchise for you, is they also help you to sell your franchises. And franchise radio is just one of the new promotional pieces in that puzzle to help get the word out about all the awesome franchise opportunities that FMS offers. And this is just the latest and greatest. It's men's jewelry, primarily, like Ryan was telling us, it's necklaces and bracelets. But did I hear you correctly in saying that you may add more different types of products going forward? Or
Yes, definitely, Todd. We've got rings and watches, and we've got earrings coming. We've got a range of surprises that I'm not going to throw out right now, but we've got a ton of new surprises. We're just scratching on the top of the cap right now. So yeah, a lot of new stuff to come, a lot of new fashion stuff to come. It's going to be constantly changing. It's exciting. There's something for everyone.
that's great. Watches would definitely be a good addition because I personally like wearing watches myself. I know a lot of businessmen for sure wear watches, just not just for the time purpose of it, but for the stylish part of it as well. It just helps to complete that look of professionalism. But Ryan, we appreciate your time. We appreciate you choosing Franchise Marketing Systems to create a franchise out of your awesome business opportunity. Again, I want to give Ryan's email address here if you would like to contact him directly if you have questions about becoming a franchisee with Armo Accessories. It's info at Armo, ARMO, accessories.co.za, because again, Ryan is in South Africa. But as he was saying, when you buy a franchise with him, he is going to travel to the States to help you get set up and to get trained so that you also can be successful at it. Well, Mr. Ryan, we thank you so much for your time, my friend. Any closing comments before we finish up?
No, that I just want to say with the new ideas coming, you mentioned watches. I'll probably go mail some of our new watches, Todd. We've got a beautiful silver range, pure silver range starting up, pure rings and bracelets and necklaces. That's our next big move is into the pure silver division side. So we're excited for that. And no, just to say thank you, Todd, for the time. Thank you to FMS for being incredible in what they're doing. I've got 100% faith in that we're going to get things moving by this year. The commitment's been incredible, so I'm in good hands. And with you, Todd, I appreciate putting us out there as much as we can. We need to be out there in every platform we can. And you guys have been phenomenal. I'm excited to work with you, and it's going to be big plans happening very soon.
All right. Well, thank you, Ryan. And everyone, again, you're tuning in to the Franchise Marketing Systems Client Spotlight podcast with Ryan Taylor of Armo Accessories, men's jewelry. Right now, primarily it's bracelets and necklaces. But as he mentioned, there's other uh, products that they'll be offering here in the near future. And we're just excited to have you on board. And God bless you, and you have a wonderful day.
And to you, Todd, thanks again for having us aboard. Have a super day. Our day is coming into the afternoon, into evening. You guys are just kicking off, so have yourself an awesome day. Cheers, Todd. Look after yourself.